Hi, welcome back. This is a special segment continuing starting off the State of the Union part of today's series. And we need to talk about headlights, folks. It's crucial because things are just getting too bright at night out there. And, we survived millenniums without night lights at all. Our eyes adapt to the darkness. But if you're going to have super bright lights on your car or on your house, and if they're shining into the street, you blind people because our eyes have adapted to the darkness. And then we're forced to deal with this bright thing. And because it's so bright, we cannot even see the street. Driving at night right now, and it has nothing to do with my age, because I have been driving over the last winter in darkness, like in November until now. And when I was driving in Germany, they have very little lights, very little bright lights. And you can see the road, you can see the forest, you can see, unless of course it's foggy or if it's rainy, but then you can't see anyways. But I could see the lines on the road in Germany when I drove around at night. I didn't have any blinding experiences from cars coming at me because they're putting their headlights in properly into their cars. And so you don't have this experience of having a car come at you with very bright lights and not being able to see. Some of the newer models coming out of the car companies do have brighter lights, and they need to stop. They need to aim those down because you need to be able to see the street that you're driving on. There's nothing in front of you. And if something gets in front of you, don't worry, you're going to see it. But you need to see the street, and so does the person coming at you. If you constantly put your high beams or your beams up, if you place your own lights into your vehicle, do it yourself, and they're up, you blind the person coming at you and possibly cause your own car accident. And I have been watching this happen more and more in the last 10 years, especially here in the USA, where everybody's doing it themselves. So we need a video made on how to put headlights into vehicles. And we need new vehicles coming off out of the plants to have lights that are dimmer. Yes, it's great that there's these strong lights, and yes, it's great that you can do decorations with them, but they shouldn't distract. Driving is not about beauty. It's about getting from point A to point B safely. If you want a beauty car, then you drive that down at the raceway. We have people needing to get from point A to point B without having an accident. And that requires cars meet a certain standard. So one of the first things we have to do is change and enforce the standard of headlights on vehicles. And I need manufacturers to do it too. I need you to go back to the standards we had a long time ago and do that. Because currently you're creating a distraction that's going to cause accidents. And this is unacceptable. The road is not the place for the designer car. It's a place of practicality and of people going from point A to point B safely. You know, if a mom is driving her child to a piano lesson, she should be able to get there without getting into an accident and without being blinded by headlights. So we need to have controls on the roads and hand out tickets that are a message that says you need to go and get your headlights adjusted officially so that they are proper for your vehicle and for any vehicle coming at you. It's a ticket that is not going to cost you money unless you don't do the change. You will have to go to a garage and have it appropriately done. And what I would like is to have all new mechanic apprentice learn how to do this, because we're going to have to check lights for like the next 5 years to make sure that people are doing it right. And so a simple way is to put a filter over the front of your glass of your vehicle to dim the light and diffuse it. That would be the simple way. We could do that, and that should do the trick. But the other way is to open up the vehicle, put the light in the correct direction, and close it back up. So that's up to the owner, how they do it. Now you can stop by your local police station. This is what I would do. Stop by your local police station, get these little diffusers for on the covers for your headlights, and you just pop them right on there. Or actually, maybe you don't go to the police. You should have to return to your the car company whoever made your car, and they should provide diffusers for your vehicle. So you'll have something like 15 days to get it done, and to stop by your local police officer, police station, and show them that you've done it. And then, if you've done it within the 15 days, you come back with that little piece of paper, you give it to them, they check it, and then they tear it up and throw it out. I suppose we could give an incentive and give like a $20 tip for being a good citizen and doing your correction of your vehicle within a certain amount of time. And we should give it to you, the citizen who's doing the right thing, rather than the car companies who are not doing the right thing, and certainly not to the light companies who are not at all doing the right thing by selling light bulbs that are too bright for driving. These things should be taken off the market and gotten rid of, because it's impossible to drive. I've been driving at night lately here in West Virginia, and it's really bad here in comparison to Germany and Switzerland. I mean, not only do you have a car coming at you with super bright lights, and by doing that, you can't even see the stripes on the ground, which are anyways poorly painted. You can barely see them anyways. But then add bright lights to that, and it's just like you're driving blind. You don't see a thing. I mean, it's like having a flashlight come at you. You can't see anything when a flashlight is coming at you at night. You can't see who's holding the flashlight. It could be a tank. It could be, I don't know what. So this has to stop. I call upon decent people to get back to the old light. It's not like you're saving energy. You're not saving energy because the car produces energy and then it's done. So, just go back or put a diffuser on your headlight covers. I don't know how it got so bad, and I don't know why anybody... I mean, I know that other states are talking about it, and I think even one was making laws about it last year. I didn't follow up. I don't know if they actually succeeded. But no, this cannot go on. It is so dangerous. So dangerous. You can see more when the lights are dim. You can see the grass around you. And then people with their home lights too. If you're going to be using these new lights that are super bright, that are way too bright for nighttime, you will have to point those at your house or down at the ground. Because no, anybody driving up should not be, again, driving like there's a flashlight coming at them. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Unacceptable. So I call on my state legislature to do something about this. I call on my governor to do something about this. I call on my president and on my Congress to do something about this. It's great, peace and everything, but what's more important is U.S. citizen safety. So where are you guys on this? It's not because I'm old. It's not because my eyes... I drove in 3 countries. There is a difference. And I demand that you put in West Virginia proper paint down with reflector material in it and make it thick so that it stands up and is more 3-dimensional, where you can see where the line is, even whether it's raining or snowing or anything. It's not brain surgery, Governor. It's not. So get to work. It's your state too. And you know it, and I know it, that this is not acceptable. This is not the West Virginia standard. We are West Virginia. John Denver wrote a whole song about us. So let's get to work and make it safe for our citizens. That's why somebody put you in office. I mean, I didn't, because my vote wasn't counted, because you, West Virginia, didn't count my vote, because, I don't know, you decided I didn't want to vote even though I spent an hour voting. So nobody in office in West Virginia is anybody I voted for, because you didn't count my votes. Which is illegal, by the way, because I'm a U.S. citizen and I voted at the right place. But, I mean, I guess if you're just going to throw out votes, and who cares about headlights, right? So this is the problem, folks. We got illegal people in office. And until they go, a chance for a real West Virginia is practically impossible. I'm sorry to say that, but that is the truth. And if they threw out my vote, who else's votes didn't they count? I mean, there seems to be some sort of issue with whether you're a woman or not. So maybe they threw out all women votes? I don't know. Was it because I'm a woman? Was it because I was really unregistered and they're just not counting unregistered votes? I don't know. But none of it's acceptable. So I am doing what I can, folks. West Virginia could be a great state. But right now, the Democrats and Republicans have ruined it. And we can only point fingers at them. But it's not too late. It's time to bring our state back. Okay. So on that note, I'm going to end this State of the Union, part 2, part of my campaign update for today. I am Susan Maud Buchser-Lochocki, a candidate possibly for the House of Delegates here in West Virginia, in the core region, or eventually a presidential candidate for the 2028 presidential election. As you know, I still have a lawsuit pending, so I'm still a candidate from the 2024 presidential election. I have not conceded that. And I'm waiting for the Supreme Court to make a ruling on my lawsuit. Okay, folks, there you have it. I wish us all safe travels, especially in all this snowy, cold, icy weather. The last thing we need is another issue with driving, like headlights. I guess that's it. See you in the next video, State of the World. And yeah, that's it. Okay, bye for now.